Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. With Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. The gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hot. Hello, people. They're like, what the hell was going on here? Well, I was supposed to do hot facts earlier for my normal show, and then my phone is completely broken. It will not, man. It comes on. It's got like, it blinks. Hopefully I can take it to the repair dude tomorrow and he can help me with my phone. But man, that puts a damper in my game. That puts a damper in my game. I need my phone for my content. I need that for just about everything. I can't drive until I get the phone fixed. So the craziest thing is that this incense is too much right here. Let me put this incense right here. Man, hopefully the repairman can do it, and then he puts a screen up there, and then my phone is all the way on, but I can't even drive without that. I can't do content without that right there. And the craziest thing is that I just took my insurance off because I went like 2 years straight with no incidents on the phone. So I took the insurance off. So with the insurance gone, now if the repair dude cannot fix the phone, I gotta pay for a whole new phone. But I did sign up for the affordable connectivity program, and they have that on Metro PCS through T-Mobile, and it's on other carriers also. So I just knocked my phone bill down to $30 instead of the $60 for everything that I pay on it. And then I'm going to be able to use that, and I got a call tomorrow so it can knock the internet bill down $30 from, I think it's like $50 just for the internet because we stream. So it'll knock that down to $20 right there. So, but they also said that through the program, you can get a free device. Now I know a free device is going to be a crappy phone, whatever it is. I'm going to see exactly what they are talking about and then go from there. If they say that I can get, let's say with the program, if they say that I can, if I get like a free tablet with a line, then that'll work there. A free tablet with a line will work there. But if they say you can use that and then you get a discount on whatever phone it's going to be with the ACP, I can go ahead. So I just got to go in there, but I got to go to the repairman first. And if he can do something, I don't need to do any of that because the phone will be good. And I can hear all of, well, now the phone died and I'm trying to turn it on, but it's a sad Samsung. It's charging right now. But before it died, I was able to hear notifications, but I was not able to do anything on the screen. So, but when I know the seconds of the timeout on my screen, when I was putting my thumb up there for the fingerprint thing, it was doing it. So I know that's working too. I know the thumbprint is working, and I know the other part is working. So if the cell phone repair dude can do some magic there, um, that plastic shield that they give you works because my whole screen is not cracked. It's just like a part. But if he can go into it and do it, I am all the way good. So let's go ahead and knock on wood. Let's go ahead and knock on wood, and hopefully that can go. But if not, then I got to go ahead and get the whole front of that thing going on. I got some other news also right now. Anyone that is in the Rimler, if anyone is in California and you are in Rimler versus Postmates, okay? So the distribution date was for October 27th. I made a call yesterday. They told me that I should be seeing the check in a settlement. It's for the mileage that you drove, and because they misclassified you, so that's only in California here. So they said that it should be here in like 10 days, and if you don't get it by the end of the month, you got to call back. But I am one of the people that were the first ones to go ahead and get everything done, so I should be in the first wave of what's up TFT. I'm in the first wave of actually getting it back. Now I did mine through check. There were other people that they put after the first wave. You can sign up and do it through direct deposit. So the people that did direct deposit might get it before me, but I am still in the first wave. And that is Rimler v Postmates. That's in California. If you drove from 2017 through 2021. The settlement is all the way done and everyone is getting their checks. And if you did opt in on that, I suggest you call just so that they told me everything is done. Here's your address where we're sending it to. They told me all of that stuff. So if you want to get an update on that, call the phone number yourself. And all you have to do is type in Rimler v Postmates. All right. If you are a delivery driver in California, just type of Rimler v Postmates, and if you did opt in. So everyone should be getting their checks from the 27th, but they did say that they are starting to send them out on November 1st. So from November 1st through the end of the month of November, you should have received your check, and they are doing it in the waves on when you signed up and got it done. I think it was like the first wave, and then they had the second wave, a third wave. So it's going to be going like that. And then everyone who did a direct deposit, you may get yours ahead of time. And that's for the people in California who did opt in on that. If you have been driving as long as I have, I've been driving before that. I was driving in 2015. So, but it counts from 2017 through 2021. So if you have been driving on Postmates and you did not opt in on that, you missed it. And if you missed the first one, you missed that one too. So then you would have missed out on two. We don't know how much you're going to get on this. They said that you're going to know what you're going to get when the check comes. I asked them, do they know my payout? And they said, you'll see it when it comes in the mail. So, but the best thing about it is there's attorney fees, and the attorneys take whatever it is. So whatever you get is minus the attorney fees. But when tax time comes, you're able to use that. They send you something for your taxes, and then whatever the lawyers took, you write that off as fees, and you can do that. So it's a great thing. So you're still able to claim what they took from the lawyers and get it back at the end of the year. And that's for people who are involved with the Rimler v Postmates in California. We are about to get it. It depends on how often you drove also. Okay. So it depends on how often you drove also. So if you barely drove, you're gonna get barely anything. But if you were driving the whole time, then you're gonna get blessed with something. We all know the lawyers are taking their 33%. He got a TFT said he got a $15 Cash App tip and a $9 in cash tip. People, let me tell you this. I have gotten Cash App tips. One dude was like, "Man, I don't think you guys get your money." He said, "You have Cash App?" I was like, "Yeah, but I've never used it." So we did the thing, and he sent me a Cash App tip because he said, "I know you'll get it this way." Even though he did tip on the app, he didn't think that I got his tip, so he gave me $5 on the app, and then he gave me $5 on the Cash App. TFT got $15 Cash App and $9 in cash. That is awesome right there. Big clap for that one right there. That's good right there. You cannot complain about that. You cannot complain about that one. But I'm gonna get into right now complications on starting your own business. The reason why I am talking about this is because, and it's late night, people. It's like 2 a.m. I don't care. The reason why I'm talking about this on Instagram, there's a lot of people starting up their own businesses, and they're using this same I don't know who started it, but they're telling the truth. Um they're saying that when you're starting your own business, do not look for family and friends first. Do not look for them at all. And they were explaining why, and I was like, man, that's you. They are keeping it way real, and they're using it, and they're showcasing what they're doing. The one I saw today was I can't even go back. It's on my phone because it's saved on my phone. What they did was they cut the pineapples in half, the whole pineapple. They went ahead and got all of it out for the most part, and then they put king crab legs and all this other food, and then put the juice in there. So you have pineapple juice, and you can scrape it and then eat. And if you want to break your crab open and take the meat out and put in there, you can eat it as a soup. And I was like, wow. And they served like 300 people. And this was the latest one that did the don't look for family and friends first. And you know, the message is that if you are trying to start your own business, the people that are going to support you from the jump pretty much are people that don't know you at all. It's going to be people on social media. It's going to be people when you go out and personally sell whatever it is that you are selling there for your business that you are starting up. Most of the time, when it comes down to family and friends, it's a lot of questions. How did you get this going? All of this, but no participation with the revenue. The revenue was going to come in from people that don't know you at all. People that know you all the way want to and I don't even think people do it on purpose. Most people that when they know you got it going on and they know you, they want to see it's like they want to watch you grow with other people, but they don't understand the participation they could be helping to make it even get bigger. So most of the people are like, well, let me see what you do with this, and then whatever it is, whatever service you have, if you are in computers, if you're on design on web, or it just depends on what you do. Most people want to get it for free. Most people want it for free or get the best discount because they know you personally. Okay. Most people that don't know you are seeing something that they say, oh man, I feel that. I'm going to support that. So it's tough. And I do know that when people start their own businesses and they do their thing, they try to start with family and friends first. And when it comes down, let's say you have to sell certain things and you move up to a certain level. If you're doing sales, they're not gonna buy anything. And it's a lot of wasted energy and time and effort. Now, well, I wouldn't say wasted time and energy, because you were able to get your pitch down. You're able to get everything in order. You can answer questions that they will ask. But at the same time, when it comes down to everything else that you were trying to do, when it comes down to it's the ABC. Always be closing. When you get to that closing part, at the end of that close, you are not going to have the sale. And that's what you are putting your time and effort into. And it's tough because some people give up because it didn't work out and with their family and friends, and then they think that everyone else is going to think the exact same. So people, you got to understand, when you are trying to start something out, and law of attraction, we all know the more people that you get in front of, the more chances that you have to go ahead and successfully complete whatever it is, a sale, signing of a contract, it doesn't matter what it is. The more people you get in front of, the more chances you have to making it work. Now, check this out. The reason why I say this is this right here. When you go to family gatherings and things like that, you're going to see a bunch of family people there, right? Now, what if, let's use YouTube right now. Let's say you're trying to get to 1,000 subs, but you know at every family function, because your family's huge, there's at least like 100 people there. How many of those 100 people that go and eat and laugh with you actually subscribe to your channel? If more people have more of their family and friends subscribe to their stuff, a lot of people will be monetized because they are showing support. Okay, that's the prime example there. Prime example there. I've been to places when I've seen people out there doing their own thing, and they set up with their own canopy, and they're getting ready to sell their own things. They say you have to subscribe to them before you even can talk to them to do their thing. You know why? Because they're going to get a whole lot of people in. Whole lot of people in. Some will unsubscribe so they can buy whatever else it is, but they're like, man, I'm trying to build this social media up also. Okay, so they figured out, because they tried with family and friends first. How many of you guys on YouTube who are starting a YouTube channel for the first time, how many of you guys went on Facebook and tagged every single person in your family in the message, and you let them know that, hey, I have a channel up, I have this, please follow me, please subscribe? How many of those people actually subscribe? Now we're talking about family now, people and friends. You got to think about that. You got to think about that. That's why when these people are putting up these videos on Instagram with their business, car detailing, food, everything, they all in there. I don't know who started this, but there's a bunch of videos, kind of like the one, it says hit my theme music, and you walk into the Cedric the Entertainer theme music. It's something like that if you have your own business. And I don't know who started it, but it's going on, and there's a whole bunch of independent business owners putting it up, and they are showing what they have, and they are saying the exact same thing in every single video. But it makes sense, and I understand that. I understand there's a lot of people trying to get it big. Man, if everybody had support from family and friends, a lot of people will be doing a whole lot better on whatever it is that they are doing. All right. Let's say you're selling knives. I got a cousin TJ that was selling knives. Did his pitch and everything. He would start off as a salesman selling knives. Start off with family first to get the experience in. You get experience with family and friends first. You get sales with people who are not family and friends. So I can see how some people in the family say, man, I was helping you out, man. You was coming talking to me. Yeah, but you didn't sign. You helped me get to all the way through the process, but to complete the process, you did not sign. So it's a lot of great practice. Yes, it is. Never going to take that away. But success comes from the people. Success comes from the people who are not in your. All right. If you have a circle, like a real circle, they will be involved with whatever it is that you are doing. So everyone's going to get a piece. That's how that works there. Okay. If there's no circle, okay, you got to do all of this. The footwork, the grinding, the paying for what I got to pay, keeping track of all your books. You got to do all of this stuff right here. Okay. And watching that video, I was like, man, that's some hot facts right there. That is real hot facts. Real hot facts. You know how many people stop on their quest because they did not make it past their family and friends. But see, they never got into that thing before. So they thought that this is what they are supposed to be looking for. Yes, your family and friends will tell you, man, I don't think this is good. They'll tell you the real. Oh man, I think is whack. They will tell you I think is whack. They'll tell you if it's good. Some don't even know, and they'll just say it's good just because they're family and friends. But that's why you got to step out the realm and go forget about everything. Go test the waters out there. Now, I was out earlier and I walked past Gold Coast. Okay. They had two representatives. They had Mario and Marcella there. They were trying to get people, they were trying to book appointments. Okay. They were trying to book appointments for Gold Coast Dental. Okay. Dental and orthodontics. Moreno Valley accepting new patients, same day treatment, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, orthodontics, Invisalign, dental implants, gum disease therapy, emergency dentistry, oral surgery. Call now to schedule an appointment. 951-488-8688. And you can visit them at goldcoastdental.com. Most insurance, HMO, and PPO plans accepted. 0% financing available for 6 to 12 months. OAC. On approved credit. In case you guys don't know, you get a free consultation for Invisalign. Then they also have new patient special, $49 for cleaning and x-ray. Examine x-rays free. There's a coupon there. Orthodontics free consultation. Implant special free consultation. They have that there. And this is at 11875 Pigeon Pass Road. And it's at B9. Moreno Valley, open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 7 p.m. Okay. Now, I told them I was going to give them a shout out because I said, how are you guys keeping track to see how you guys are doing? I said, do you guys use a KPI? They said, a KPI? I said, do you know what a KPI is? They said, no. All right, so shame on the dental place who's sending people out there to get sales and try to book appointments for them. A KPI is going to be your key performance indicator index. You can put any I there because you are going to be going back and check. Key performance indicator or your index, all right? Or your key performance interaction. You can say that also, okay? They have a table outside of the store. Now, I told them what they should be doing to generate more because now they're just sitting down, just chilling and talking and just letting people walk by. I told them every single person that walks by and you don't talk to, you are missing that person right there. I said, introduction, presentation, short story, and close. Okay. They said, huh? I said, introduction, presentation, short story, and close. This, you have to know exactly what you're doing. You know you are Gold Coast. Do you know all the information on what you just gave me right then and there? Do you have an introduction, a presentation? Do you have a story of someone that has a success story that you know? And do you have a close? All right. So the KPI, what it will do for you, and this is what I do when I go out there when I'm doing my tips on my doors. I see how many doors I went to. Okay. I see how many doors I went to. Okay. How many were metered doors, and I keep track of all that stuff. All right. Now, how many people did you contact? Meaning you said hi. You tried to get them over. How many people did you contact? How many people came to the table? How many people got the story? And how many did you close? You use tally marks to see, you know what? I said hi to 100 people. From the 100 people there, man, I got 40 people to come to the table. From the 40 people that came to the table, 15 of those people heard the story. From the 15 people that heard the story, how many of those people did you close? That's why you keep a KPI. I use this when I do deliveries. Meet at doors, leave at doors. How many homes have cameras on the outside to the ones that don't? The ones that don't see anything that I am doing. I have to look and see if there's a neighbor outside that's watching me. Okay? That's how that works there. This incense is bugging me now. That's how that works there. If they have a camera, I know that there's a possibility that they are still watching me like an actual person. If I meet someone at the door, that means I can actually interact and give a short story or hear something wrong that happened to them and get something out to deliver to the people out there to give them the footage that I need. That's a close for me. Once I do that, I already know I have my extra tip. That's my close. Now, from the people that I talk to, how many of those people are actually giving me a tip? That's why you keep a KPI. You can't keep a KPI with your family and friends. It's going to end up the same thing. You are always going to be able to say, I contacted. There's no table there, but I was able to give a story. You are never going to get to the close part. I won't say never, but the chances are you are not going to get to the close part. That's why you use that KPI on people that you do not know. And these are complications that a lot of people have when they start up doing everything. And it's tough because you want to get all the moral support. You want to get, I said morale, the morale support, the team support, the morale support. That gets your fire going. That says, yes, I can do it. But if the door slams every single time out at the end, do you still keep doing that? No, you got to get outside that box and go mingle and talk to every single person. Because everybody doesn't know that what you are doing is every single person that you talk to, you are going to give an introduction, presentation, short story, and close to every single person. You're working the room, but talking to each person the exact same way. When you're able to do that, you have a higher chance of whatever business you are doing to grow. All right. Let's take the people that sell Avon. You think when they have their Avon parties, do you think they invite family and friends to come sit and buy? What if you sell the other jewelry or Tupperware? You don't invite family and friends to your mixers? You don't invite family and friends to your mixers. You only invite the ones who say, hey, I'm into that. Boom. And then they bring other people outside of your family because you're part of the same family and friend group. And then they bring other people to your mixer. Then you sell the other people. If you know about ACN and all these other things, people, you know what I'm talking about. Herbalife, Advocare, DotFit, everything. There's many more. They put those in the MLM category, and you can make a lot of money on MLM. You have to be someone that can talk to everyone and know how to build a team. You don't build your team with your family members. You build a team from the people that came in and saw, they felt the fire, they want to do it too. You built the team like that. Then after, normally when you get the thing going like that, the family and friends are like, hey, how do I get in? But you already started with them. They brought you to a close to not close. This is why a lot of people don't make it. Okay, this is why a lot of people and businesses don't make it. You know how many restaurants open and they tell all their friends and family, and when their friends and family come, they think that they're supposed to get free drinks and free food the whole time they're there, every single time they come. Do you know how much money that place is losing? And ain't no one trying to say, hey man, I can come back and do security or help out and pay for my time that I did there. I didn't ate all this food. Do you think that happens? No. That don't happen. Do you know why that don't happen? Because it's family and friends. And you don't want to mess up family and friends. But let's say this. Let's say you open up your restaurant. Let's say you hire a whole staff of people who you don't know. You hired a whole staff off of interviews and going with your gut. Family and friends are going to come and talk to them when they serve them. And they're going to say, hey, someone said, though, the waitress or waiter will go back and say, hey, someone says they're your cousin. Right, go out there. Hey. Oh, well, man, I thank you guys for coming and supporting my business here. I'm going to make sure that they take care of you. Didn't say you get it for free, but it's going to be cheaper than what you normally do from what you do. Okay? Now, let's say you hired your staff with family and friends. And family and friends come to eat. Guess what's going to happen? Free food out all over the place. Free food out all over the place. You don't make no money. You end up on bar rescue with John Taffer. That's what happens. That's what happens. It doesn't matter what business it is. You can see that whenever there's a family gathering, everyone does the same stuff. Like, man, I go get my car detailed here. Man, I drive over. Oh, you go there too? You go there too? You could have somebody that does mobile detailing, starting up their own business. And they'll be like, man, man, I don't. And I'm like, man, that stuff happens. Okay. That stuff happens. The most money you are going to make comes from you stepping outside the box, a comfort zone, stepping away from family and friends, and going strictly for the consumer who is out there. And not thinking, and what I mean thinking, not thinking what the other people have been telling you. You have to forget what they have been telling you. Clear those thoughts out of your brain. And people say, well, this dude's not a billionaire. No, I'm not. But I've been working for myself for so long that I've been maintaining myself for so long and what I have by working for myself. And I've had many different ventures, many that I was okay in, some that I excelled in, but there was something missing. There was something missing. When you are a real entrepreneur, and I mean a real one, when you are a real entrepreneur, do you know how many things you invest in? How much time and effort you put in? to working on your personal craft before the light bulb for what you are really supposed to be doing hits. You go through all of these things because it teaches you. It teaches you. Yeah, you can go to school. You go to school and you learn everything, right? But you got to get out there to learn the reality of what it is. Why do you think there's so many people that go to college and when they get out, they're not working in what they went to school for? They got out and it was so competitive because other people were like, man, I can bypass them and do this and go take that job. You want to know why in business and Wall Street, they don't care about what your background is? Because it has to do with here and your mouthpiece. And can you get someone to sign? How do you learn that? By getting in front of everyone and getting out there doing the grind. And when you do the grind, it's not with family and friends. It's with the common people. Okay. It's with the common people. Common people. Everyone is common people. We have a whole lot of people here. We have a whole lot of people here. Everyone is common people, common folk. You can be a rich common person. You can be a little under that. You can be a little under that, all the way down to where people don't even want to talk to certain people because they're going off of their appearance and everything. But I'll tell you this, people, if you've ever been in any super metropolitan area, scratch my ear on this one. Guarantee you run into someone down there who was working on Wall Street and they had it all, and then they had it all. They had it all. A lot of them ended up with drugs and fell out. But the experience that they have to get there, they do not forget that at all. And some of the best lessons come from those people. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They say, well, those people are still not there. Yeah, but they got there. They got there. They got there. You are trying to get there, and they got there. They're trying to teach you not to fall off. And they're teaching you how to get there. And then they're telling you things to make sure you don't end up like that. That's where that information is key. You can't get that with family and friends. You cannot get that with family and friends. You can only get that from studying abroad. Abroad doesn't mean a different country. Abroad means outside of your whole zone. I'm going abroad. That's what that means. And when you do that, trust me, when you do that, you'll start to learn a whole lot of things about yourself. You'll start to learn what really pushes you, what drives you crazy. You'll get to learn a lot of things because you'll have a whole lot of different scenarios and your interactions and your reactions, certain things. You'll have a lot of that, and then you'll learn. And I guarantee you'll start making more. And you can apply this to any business, at a W-2, at a 1099. If you are just volunteering, you can apply this to everything. Volunteering meaning you're volunteering and you're about to raise a lot of money for a certain group. You can raise a lot of money for that certain group if you got it going on. If you got it going on, you can raise a lot of money for that group. You can apply this to anything. If you are on the phone in a call center, you can apply this to booking appointments, trying to set people up for vacations, and will they call now? You go get someone's house and you rent it out. You know what I mean? You can go ahead and get those. I don't know how I had a brain fart on that. You know what I'm talking about though. What's it called? The freaking the room thing, man. Not the timeshare, the bed thing, the bed thing. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. That thing there. It don't matter what you are trying to do. You can apply it to every single thing as far as business. Now, a lot of people don't know. You may be up late night and just see that I am on. I work in the gig world, Uber Eats and Walmart Spark and the DoorDash, and there's many more. Uber, Lyft, the rideshare. I've been doing that since 2015, and before that, which I do nutrition plans because Airbnb, TFT, Airbnb. You know what I'm talking about, Airbnb. Now, I'm a personal trainer. I have my thing in kinesiology and I have my cert in nutrition also. Okay. So doing a lot of business there. I'm Microsoft Gold certified also. Okay. I was working at places to set them up on a level program to get them on for their business, and had to go through a whole lot of sales training and read books and all of that. I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep going. Business after business, home improvement. When I mean home improvement, I mean from the windows. Well, first of all, let's start off with from the roof to the whole to the whole house fan, okay, to the HVAC, okay, to the insulation in between those walls, to the vinyl siding, to the windows, to atriums, to digging ditches, to putting solar on there, to doing the vinyl gates, to doing the landscaping. I have been in man titles and deeds, mortgages. I've been in sales and working for a long time. And when you were doing those jobs, you're learning a lot of skills. Then when you start by yourself, which is where the personal training and the nutrition and stuff came in, you say, you know what, I'm about to do this for myself. Now, during that process, I've done a whole lot of other small businesses while at the same time. Okay. This is where, a real entrepreneur knows that you're not just going to do one thing and then that's what it is. No, you got to get out there and you got to make it. You got to make it and you got to use your gifts. Okay. You gotta use your gifts. Out of all the people that I have trained, let's say personal training wise, let me see. Nick and Francis came a few times, actually for a good while, for a certain amount of time. Even came to the gym. Boom, you got them. My cousin Ebony came and trained before she moved to Texas. My friend Tanya came and trained. My brother came. My brother, see, this is crazy because my brother don't have to. He came to he actually went to I was doing one of my classes at the gym and he came and quit in the middle of the class because hey, I was working him hard. I was working him hard. But he quit. But on my hand, people, I can count on my hand family and friends that came and paid for a class and training with me to get something done. I can count on my hand. Now, do you know how many people who were not family and friends that I signed up? Okay. The reason why I'm saying this is because when I was in school, there were people that said, man, I have family that are trainers and they have group classes and all this other stuff, and they thought that they were going to be able to get their cert and then go join in with their family members thing and be part of what they had. Nope, you got to start your business off yourself. It even works like that, people. I was like, dang, but off the jump, the reason for even trying to get in there was wrong. Which is why when that dude was inside the class, I said, you should also take the nutrition class. And he was better at nutrition than, I don't know what he's doing now. Hopefully he's fully into nutrition. Because he was in the class. Man, he was good at nutrition. He was really good. So hopefully he figured out that he was better at that and he can do his own thing and not try to join in with family and friends. See what I mean? But as an entrepreneur, like I was saying, I started off and I've done all these things, and as an entrepreneur, you will always have another business that you are working on to go ahead and build and start. Always, because you are ironing out all the kinks from everything else that you have done to make something, and then you understand, and it takes work. It takes work. Some can hit it early, some it takes a little later. But I'll tell you, that education that you are getting in and learning from everyone else is legendary. Legendary teachings. Legendary, let me tell you. My Uncle Marvin works for Boeing. He designs things for our defense systems, for our country. He's so good at that. That's what he does. He gives me books, my project management books, and he gives me the books. And I go read these books. And I use the things from those books and I try to apply them to what I'm doing. Because now you got to understand, people. When someone gives you a book, there's certain things in that book that they are trying to see if you know exactly what you are missing there. So you got to pay attention and take full advantage of not just reading like, hey, I read the book all the way through. No, when you read, you got to read. You got to read and then do your own quizzes and things after the chapter is over to see what you retained yourself. Uncle Marvin gives me the books. He gives me all the books. And all those books count. All of them. All of them. I got a book that's like this thick. And it's on MLMs. It's specifically on MLMs, and it ties in all type of business. All type of business. It ties in a whole lot. If you read that book and you go get that project management book, oh my goodness. Oh, you will go out and start a business tomorrow and try to get it cracking. I guarantee, which is what I am doing with my Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I go out there, I interact with the public, I interact with everyone, and I do a show to where I can do news. I can do a lot. Oh, I'm just up. So I'm streaming. I'm just up. I can do the news here. I can do reactions. I can do a lot of different things. And people have questioned my sub count. And they said, man, how do you get his subs so fast? Well, people, I'm out there every single day doing presentation, introduction, short story, and close, future, interest, need, and desires all day long. All day long. I get subs off the street. YouTube gives me subs. People are following me on other social media outlets. My road rage video is doing ridiculous on Instagram right now. Like somehow it just started blowing up again, and it's getting me a lot of people watching it and everything else there. It's crazy. But I'm out there. So I generate my own sub count. I don't have to look for an algorithm. Some people get mad at this when I say it. I don't have to have an algorithm show my stuff to people and then have them just click on it because of that. Someone's going to click on my stuff because they like my stuff. They like what I have to say. They like my introduction, presentation, short story, and close. If I can do that and not have to depend on an internet, then I'm doing great, because the internet is going to do what it's going to do anyway. Okay. So that's what I'm out there doing. I'm out there trying to get this thing full-fledged, full motion every time I get out there. My man says, spend some time with God, bro. I do that, man. I do that. See, here's the thing. This is why I don't do ride-alongs anymore. Ride-alongs take up too much time and everything else. I just make sure now I'm only doing certain clips, things like that. And I do my shifts in the morning and then late at night. So the whole day, man, I am here in the casa. Let me tell you, God's done some ridiculous things in my life. There's a lot of atheists out there, and I don't know how, because the history of mankind is all, I don't know how, but guarantee when he comes to them, they are not atheists anymore. Guarantee. 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 God loves everyone, not just me. God loves everyone. We are all his children. And mercenary, I just have a thing with the word bro. Even when people in the street, don't bro me up. Please don't bro me up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I just don't bro me up, please. People in the street, I hear bro more times, and I'm just like, can I just have a broless day? Just a broless day. Thank you for you, and you know the content I try to make sure I deliver every single time. Just because this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to show people what Hot Facts is all about. I'm not even a whole year in, and I'm just going to get better and better and better in learning new things. I'm getting into learning how to edit better and do more things on the production side. Figuring out how I'm going to do my narrative videos. There's multiple things that I'm working on with the hot facts so I can have a complete show for every single person out there. I like to put the links out there to talk. I like how Vincent De Leon was on yesterday. He spoke about as a customer, and it was funny because when I'm doing my gig world stuff and I'm talking about the gig world, all the people in the gig world talk about the customers don't know and they're doing this and that. But I actually had a real customer who verified how much he spends. He said he spent $5,000 on DoorDash. He talked about an order where it was $22 and he still tipped $14 and they still would not take his order. And he heard about the no tip, no trip, and you'll get your food code, but not one of them chose to click my link to talk directly to a customer, and all they do is bash the customer. Not one of them had the nerve and the guts to click the link and talk to Vincent De Leon about it. So they can educate him on why. Then they could have educated him on why they did not come and get his order when he tipped $14 and he spent $22. Why they did not do that. They did not do that at all. And I set the stage and the platform for them, and they still chose to not address that. While we are on the gig world right now, I was watching Rideshare Rodeo's Thursday thing, and he had Hannibal, John, Kim Side, and himself on there. And they were speaking about Uber Lyft Phoenix. And Hannibal made the reference during that, okay? And they cannot erase this, which is what I told you guys. They have an agenda and they're setting up their own thing to keep people to watching their world on the gig world. Hannibal said this. I've seen him. He watches our channels. When and why would someone say watches our channels? He watches our channels. Who is our channels? Then he said Pedro's going to have an interview with them on Sunday. But he said our channels. Who is our people? Who is our channels? I told you, Pedro, then you got Hannibal and all of them, and Rideshare Rodeo, and then they use Kim, and then they do this, and then they have it filtered down in their own MLM. They're using an MLM, but they're using it on YouTube in the gig world. I don't know how they're sharing the money. I don't know how that works. I don't know how it works. But they have an MLM that's set up in the gig world here on YouTube. He said it out his own mouth. You can watch Rideshare Rodeo's video yesterday, and you can actually see and watch when they're talking about the guy. I forget what minute it was because I will go to it right now. I forget what minute it was. They were talking about the guy, and he said he watches our channels. He said it out of his own mouth. So I'm telling you people, you know what? Since I am hot facts, Rideshare Rodeo, the video from yesterday. All right, let me see. All right, I think I found it. I'm going to show it right here just so people know I'm not making it up.
This is I don't know this creator. I checked, I looked today, and I don't even know that I've ever like watched anything of his before. But I had already seen it coming up a couple times, and I saw Hannibal's video, and I don't know. I think it's interesting, especially because he's a content creator. I think it makes it more interesting because you can follow this timeline. But Hannibal, you made a video. Can you walk us through this?
Yeah, so I made the video this morning actually. It was not necessarily a planned thing, but I thought, I saw it yesterday. And I think I sent it to you and Pedro. I think Pedro already seen it. And it- you know, he's been around. I've seen his name or some of his like thumbnails, and then I noticed a lot of the same subscribers and people who support our channels have subscribed to him. And he
And I don't know. I think it's interesting, especially because he's a content creator. I think it makes it more interesting because you can follow this timeline. But Hannibal, you made a video. Can you walk us through this?
Yeah, so I made the video this morning actually. It was not necessarily a planned thing, but I thought, I saw it yesterday. And I think I sent it to you and Pedro. I think Pedro already seen it. And it- you know, he's been around. I've seen his name or some of his like thumbnails, and then I noticed a lot of the same subscribers and people who support our channels have subscribed to him.
A lot of subscribers who subscribe to our channels. People, I told you, Hot Facts don't be lying about nothing. They say it out their mouth. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. They say it out their mouth. Who is our channels? How are they trying to not let people get on? They're using an MLM on YouTube for their business. We just don't know the infrastructure on how the money is being divided between them. And if no money is being divided between them and one person who is the head of it is making it all, then they are idiots. And they need to be going outside the box instead of sticking to family and friends. See what I mean? You know why they hate Hot Facts? Because I'm not part of any of that. That's why. That's exactly why. That's why they hate Hot Facts. Because I'm not a part of their channels, our channels. Not a part of it. Not a part of it at all. I think that is super great. Now, I'm going to play a video that I put up earlier, and I thought it was hilarious. Because when they were talking about the gig conference and all the other stuff, in the self-defense, I thought of In Living Color this skit that Tommy Davidson does, and I'm gonna play it right here from my video. It is hilarious. By the way, you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Hot Facts is much more than a brand. It is the truth behind what we stand for. Okay, that is Hot Facts. People, I told you guys that my phone went out. It's pretty much broken. I got a little thing going on. You can Cash App HotFacts to Cash App HotFacts at the Cash App HotFacts. Send me some dough and let's see if we can get this content going. I cannot be without it. I got to go tomorrow to see if the guy at the repair shop can do something. Then I got to go see what I got to do after that. If he can do it there, I'm going to be golden. But if not, people, I got a fun going on. Donations, Cash App, you see it right there. Hot Facts, people. Send that thing on in, please. Let's help Hot Facts. Let's help Hot Facts get this content to you. All right. And also, I'm streaming this on Twitch right now, 2 YouTube channels, 2 Facebook channels right now, and I'm working on Rumble right now also. So I'm going to be working on Rumble. I'm going to be trying to get that settled on here also, so I can be also streaming on Rumble. All right, but I'm going to play this skit because it is hilarious. Here we go.
Yes, sir. You watching HotFacts with Robert Reese. Tune in, subscribe.
This video here is hilarious. If you were a black person, especially late 80s, early 90s, we had Sunday night to watch our stuff before we went to school, and Living Color was all the way in. This parody of this whole thing of self-defense is hilarious. We get people that try to teach people self-defense and they know nothing about it. And I thought this sketch and this skit was so perfect, people. Dave Chappelle got a lot of this stuff from this right here. But this gig world, people, I bring on people that have their real security. Then we have people who are correctional officers, people who are security guards. And when we talk about this stuff, my military people that do their thing, they tell you guys, okay, don't engage. This makes no sense at all. But they hired someone to teach them because they thought this person was validated. But this is what it is. Just switch everything to the gig world and you will hear terms. We're going to break this down on my show too. But watch this right here in its entirety. This is classic. People, get the real information and don't just settle for what you think is right. This is hilarious though. Big ups.
Now, please join me in welcoming the head of the School of Self-Defense in Hollywood, Mr. Sweet Tooth Jones.
Somebody tell your mama up in the office. Show them you ain't playing. Karate. Protecting your body. Sugar bear. Step to the left. Step to the right. Like it's all right. Jockey! Now, normally, I don't work for the man. But word on the street is that some cats been jiving y'all at the file cabinet. They up to no damn good.
Actually, Mr. Tooth, that's Sweet Tooth, sister.
Right on. Stay loose, kittens. Lay your number on me, sister. What's the scene?
Okay, so I'm at the filing cabinet, right?
Oh, I did.
And I'm bending over to get a file, and someone grabbed my rear. I mean, they just
I heard that.
grabbed it.
Well, I'm looking at your booty now. Snow White, look at that. Round as Pam Griers. And coffee. You see coffee? Sheba baby. Cleopatra Jones. Say what, baby?
Well, wait a minute. What do I do next time it happens? Because I really don't like it that much.
Let me tell you something. If you're too uptight to groove and the dude won't get off your tail, check this. Step up. Let's do this. Come on. Demo time. You got to arch that. Arch that. There you go, Queen Bee. Hey! Say, Mama, why don't we go back to my office and you can take some dictation.
Up yours, John Turkey.
What? Yeah. Any questions?
Excuse me, Mr. Sweat Tooth. Why did you attack the girl?
Do unto others before you get your butt whipped.
Excuse me, what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? I'm talking about straight, unadulterated kung fu, baby. Something you probably don't know nothing about. Now, don't get me wrong.
I want to learn how to crush a man's life force till it turns to powder.
I hear that. You look like Tony Braxton. I tell you what, you are fly.
What?
Fly. That's one of them new words. Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Dig it.
Get real.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Dig it, dig it.
We can dig it. We can dig it. We can dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Oh, let's dig it. Oh, let's dig it, baby. Real, so real, so
This is not a dance concert.
You need to let Red go ahead and do her thing.
Can you get back to the exhibition, please?
Oh, we can do that. You something else, Red. Let's go. Scenario numero B. Let's go. I dig the groovy boots, white mama. How'd you like to climb up my corporate ladder?
Back off, Jack Turkey.
Excuse me.
You got any questions?
You've just beaten this woman up twice. What lesson are we learning?
My visually vicious, yet totally painless attacks on this woman are but a metaphor for life. You got to watch your back.
Totally painless. You know nothing about karate.
Hey, and I never said I did. I'm a fight choreographer,
That's
dig
right.
out of Hollywood.
That's right, you are.
And I know Townsend in them. But I can really throw down. You want to see how you want some of this, mama? Come on. Huh?
Pamela Dobson was Cleopatra Jones.
The hell? What? Hey, Dr. Man, get on me and start the music, man. Yeah, see what I'm saying? We're gonna go get some lunch, man. We're gonna get some lunch, man. Do the rock. Good swing.
That made me crack up. She said, "You know nothing about karate." He said, "And I never said I did. I am a fight choreographer." And I know Townsend and them. Oh my goodness, that made me laugh just because of they were going over self-defense, and yeah, made me think of that right there. And I went and found my video that I needed for that, and I put that up. One of the best things about my show, which separates me from a lot of the other shows just on YouTube, period, I get out there and I ask my own questions to the people so I can play them here. I get out there and I do my own things. And so you're really watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. So I just want to let people know that when you do watch Hot Facts, you are getting all of me. The articles, people, you see me reading the articles straight from right there. You are hearing it. I read them. Not Floyd Mayweather. I can read. If it's something that might be funny that I don't try to do, I show it here. I show things like that. I break things down. Any news that we have going on, I go ahead and put it there just like that. And that's part of Hot Facts, people. I want to share that because I just thought that was hilarious. I thought that was hilarious. He said, yeah. He said, karate, protecting your body. Don't hurt nobody. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. He said, "How would you like to climb up my corporate ladder?" I said, "Oh, he is cold for that one." That was hilarious. But we just had 1 hour in, people. Just had 1 hour in. Wanted to get up here late night, talk about a little bit. But people, if you're trying to grow your business, learn a few things, step away from family and friends so that you can really get the real experience out there. If you have not done that, I suggest you start doing that. You've been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese, And I'm out, people, and I'm out. And you know what time it is. Until the next caper. We out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Listen to my theme music, people. It's fly. We
Hot Facts with Robert Reese. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts. Come and get them hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Hot facts. Gig economy. Robert Reese. News channel. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Hot facts. 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 Hey. With Robert Reese. Come and get them hot facts. Hot facts. Hot facts. Robert Reese. Gig economy. News channel. Hot facts with Robert Reese. Sit back, relax, and listen. Come on. Get these hot facts. K-Reese 007 for Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Thank you for tuning in.